All right, let's start this problem. On quiz number 12, there was a question. On quiz 12, there was a question that had to do with investments and how to do this problem. We're going to need to talk about the problem, set it up, get the math organized, use a calculator, answer the question. So here's what we have. We have an investor that invests. Now let's write this down here. I'm doing it in green in lieu of it being money here. Okay, so I have that much money, $25,000, and he wants to invest it in two bonds. Let's just call this bond 1 and bond 2. Now, these bonds pay a different percentage. One of them pays 5.2% and 6%. Now, the question says simple interest annually. The little formula for interest is I is equal to PRT. That's interest, that's the money you have, that's the rate, and that's the time. Now we read in the problem that the investor wants an annual income of this. What that means, when he means annual income, he wants that much interest per year on his money. So we could see that he's going to invest his money in this 5.2% and the 6%. We're going to have to use this formula here, but he wants to have a total each year of 1,350. Now, when we say total, we mean a total of his interest in both of the investments. So let's do this. His interest is going to be what he makes from the first one plus what he makes on the second one. All right, what's the total interest? The total interest is 1,350. Now, let's see here. We don't know how much money he's putting in each investment. Let's call this one X for the first one, and let's call this Y for the second one. Now, one thing we do know, on the top one, his money was 0.052. That's 5.2% per year. So we'll just say this represents the amount of interest that he made in that first investment. Now, because T is time and it's in years most of the time in investments, that's just 1. So I'm just going to leave that out because 0.052 times X times 1 is just this expression right here. Plus, now how much money did he invest in the second one? He invested Y. But what was his return? 0.06. Okay. Remember, this one too, that's the rate and that's the time, which is 1. Now notice we have, took a little while to get here, but notice we have one equation right here with two unknowns. I am going to need another equation, and that other equation is this one. I'll just put it under it. X plus Y is equal to what? Well, notice he invested $25,000. Once we set that up, then we have our two equations. Now, there's a lot of ways to do this problem. I'm looking at it real carefully, and probably the easiest way to do this problem is to solve this for one of the variables. Now, notice it says the amount that he should invest at 5.2% is. So that one was the X. So let's solve this for Y in terms of X. If I solve that for Y, I'd have that's equal to $25,000 minus X. Now this expression right here represents Y. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute it in for that Y. And once I do that, I'll have one equation with one unknown. All right, so let's see if we could do this work. First of all, I have 1350 is equal to 0.052x plus 0.06 times something. Remember, that was 25,000, kind of small here, minus x. All right, let's just keep on working this equation. Just work it straight down. 0.052x plus, now what's 25,000 times 0.06? We could probably do that in our head. That's going to be 125 there. No, it's going to be 150 there. All right, so 1,500. So this is going to be 1,500. Just multiply these two together, minus 0.06x. Okay, there's an equation that's starting to look a little bit better. Let's put these two guys together. So what's 6 and 5? 11. So 1350 is equal to 0.112. I didn't do that right. Okay, I'm going to have to erase that. It's 0.052 minus 0.06. So what is 52 minus 60? 52 minus 60 is negative 8. So it's going to be 1,500 here minus 0.008x. Now can I solve that? Yes, let's move this over here. What's 1,500 minus 1,350? That's going to be 150. Negative, right? 150 is equal to negative 0.008. How are we going to solve that? We're going to have to take our calculator and we're going to have to divide negative 150 and divide that by a negative 0.008. When I do that, I get 18750. X is equal to 18750. And if I look at my answer choices, that is answer the first one right here. Now someone says, well, how do I really know? What you could do is you can go 18750 times the x percentage, which is 0.052. See what that gives you. 18750 times 0.052. That's 975. Now the other amount would be 25,000 minus 18750. Of course, that's 6250. So 6250 times 0.06 times 0.06 is equal to 375. Okay, I don't know if I did that right. Okay, now 18750 times 0.052 is 975. What happened here? Okay, so if I add these two guys together, I get 1350. Alright, that would be my explanation on how to do that problem. It was a little involved, and I hope that helps you out. Email me if you have a question or if you have a better way of doing that problem. Thanks.